Hey y'all, welcome back to MathRescue. I'm Andre and I make content to take away the stress of learning math. In this video, we're going to solve a logarithmic equation using the log property of equality. So we can drop the logs, turn it into an exponential equation, and solve it cleanly. Take a deep breath, we're going to slow this down, break it apart step by step, and make it feel super easy. Let's talk about it.
Alright, so we want to solve this logarithmic equation. Man, it looks scary, but it's okay. We're going to be alright. Let's talk about some of the structure that we're seeing here. So we're seeing log base 3 of something is equal to log base 3 of something else. Now, if I hid what was in the blue and I hid what was in the green, these would look identical to each other. And so that triggers the logarithmic property of equality, which basically says that if we have log of something, log base something here, log base something here, that the arguments of that logarithm must be the same. When I say argument, I mean the part of the logarithm that's in parentheses. That's the argument of the logarithm. So in other words, the blue has to equal the green. So what I can do is I can actually grab both of these quantities and I can set them up in their own equation. Alright, and you might notice that this equation happens to be a quadratic. So I'm going to go ahead and start thinking about the tools I have in my tool belt for quadratics. I could do things like solve this using quadratic formula. I can use factoring. That's what I'm going to use here in a second. Completing the square. Most people are going to default to factoring or quadratic formula, but we are going to do ours using using factoring. So let me go ahead and take away 2 from both sides. I end up getting x squared plus 6 equals 0. Negative 5x minus 2x is going to give me negative 7x. Alright, from here it is all set for me to factor. I like factoring using this kind of like X Games, X Grid thing. We're going to put the negative 7x on the bottom. We're going to put 6 on top. And so what I'm looking for with factoring is I'm looking for 2 numbers that multiply to 6 but add to negative 7. So that's going to be negative 1 and negative 6. I'll just test it out real quick. Negative 1 times negative 6 does give me a positive 6. We love that. Negative 1 plus negative 6 does give me a negative 7. So this is exactly what I wanted. I could go ahead and rewrite this in factored form. And then from here we could do zero product property. I like to say ZPP for short. So zero product property lets me take each of these factors and individually set them equal to 0. So one of my solutions maybe is 1, and then the other solution maybe is 6. The reason I'm saying maybe is because I do need to check this for extraneous solutions. What we would do to check for extraneous solutions is essentially you'd plug both of these x values back in to the equation here, and you just want to make sure you end up with stuff that's valid, stuff that's true. If you take one of these solutions and they give you something that's false, that means you throw that solution away. It is considered extraneous. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to support the channel. I post videos regularly. My goal is to make you feel super confident in math. See you in the next one.